When I was 18 years old, I was accepted to SUNY Oneonta with the hopes of being on the Oneonta Track Team. I got to visit, talk to the coach, and everything was set. And then I was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer, in my right leg. I was on the track team, school was going good, grades were good, and about halfway through the year, around Thanksgiving, a tumor had grown in my leg. I had multiple biopsies, seen many doctors, and they eventually found out that I had osteosarcoma. I had the option of having the tumor removed, which I did, and that also removed part of my tibia, which is not a really important bone for the leg. I'm able to still run and everything. And then I went through chemotherapy for about a year. I came back to Oneonta to try another semester out, started the track team again, grades were good, and then a new tumor grew in the same spot. So to be safe, we had to amputate the leg to make sure that it wasn't going to spread anywhere else. And after the amputation, I did chemo for another year with an experimental drug, which is very important to prevent it going into the lungs. And then once that was all said and done, I was able to come back to Oneonta for my third time, but this time with a prosthetic. So I've been in school for a year now, successfully, no tumors, no cancer, all cleaned up. During high school, from freshman to senior year, I played football, basketball, and track, all on the varsity levels, and sports were my life. So getting back into that is a pretty important deal to me. Most people's inspirations nowadays are like LeBron James, Brett Favre, Derek Jeter. My inspiration is Oscar Pistorius. He also has the Cheetah Prosthetics that I use, except he was born with no bones below his knees. So he uses 2 of them to run. And he has set the world record 49 times as a handicap Olympian. And recently he was able to try out for the regular Olympics, but to his misfortune, he wasn't able to perform at his best for those trials. But I only hope to be as good or better than him in the future. And recently I received the Cheetah Prosthetic, which is mainly used for sprinting and running. And with this, I hope to be able to get back on the Oneonta Track Team once again. And with this prosthetic, the guy had put a tread on it. It's almost like a shoe, except for this part, he put it really tough on the underside, but at the tip, he smoothed it out because in track I threw the javelin, and with javelin comes a spin. So this allows me to pivot on my leg very easily. Back in high school, I used to be able to run a 400-meter lap. It's like 1 lap around the track in 52 seconds. Also a 200-meter in 22 seconds, and a 100-meter in like 10.9 seconds or something like that. So even if I got double those times, it'd still be a great achievement for me for like the next year or 2. But I hope to get to those times eventually again someday. Also, just to be able to do all the everyday activities I used to do, like playing baseball, basketball, track, anything, football. My biggest love, the javelin, which is a 9-foot spear that is used in track and field event. I was an Empire State gold medalist my senior year of high school, which was a big deal back then. So now the training begins on this bad boy. All right, let's see how this works. First test run on the Cheetah. There we go. All right, so baby steps. The first feeling of having this prosthetic was extremely joyful and awkward at the same time, because obviously it's my first time running on a bent piece of metal. It wasn't easy, but once this prosthetic is fixed up a little bit, I feel like after the adjustments, it'll be a lot better to run on and I'll be able to compete. Next day I was quite sore, but that's the price you pay to gain success. Once I have my first full 100-meter sprint in this thing, I'm probably gonna start crying. Just because I've been waiting for that moment for a long time. And every day is frustrating, you know, but just gotta persevere through that stuff. So otherwise it's just gonna bring me down. I just say, don't quit. I mean, as easy as that is to say, even if you feel like you want to quit, you got to look to your family, your friends, because someone eventually is going to give you some inspirational words, and eventually it's going to click. You're going to realize, whether it's an epiphany or just a simple song on the radio that makes you think, wow, what am I doing here? Why am I being such a wuss? Or I don't know, just fight through everything.